Welcome to yet another meeting of Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club and Toastmasters Club of Storytellers. And rules that we should follow for the next hour and a half to 2 hours. Stay on mute unless it is your turn to speak. Try to keep your videos on for as long as possible, and speak about topics like gender, politics, and religion with sensitivity. And with this, I'd like to request you all to do a little bit of pranayama with me to increase the flow of energy for the entire group, which is just forceful inhalation and forceful exhalation just for 5 breaths. And here goes: one, two, three, four, five. Thank you very much. Did you notice that apart from the breathing exercise that we did to increase energy, it also brings a sense of rhythm within all of us, that what rhythm are we breathing in? So rhythm is something that's important not just in public speaking but in life as well. Life may be difficult with a lot of challenges, but we internally, if we can internally feel a rhythm, we will certainly enjoy the ride. So with this, I would now like to hand the virtual stage again to myself as the presiding officer from Toastmasters Club of Storytellers. So again, for this wonderful gathering and meeting, can we have a round of applause? So welcome, I welcome you all once again. And as you might know that we are in the month of July, and both the clubs, Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club and Toastmasters Club of Storytellers, have their new EC team in place. So this month, this actually is the perfect time for all of us as individuals to assess our personal goals with respect to Toastmasters and see how can we work towards achieving our goals. Reach out to your respective VP educations and presidents so that you can chart out a course for yourself through Toastmasters. And also, as Club EC teams, it is the right time to think about how will we go about achieving DCP goals, because DCP achieving DCP goals is a very simple and straightforward method of keeping the club healthy and of ensuring that all the club members derive value out of their Toastmasters journey. So with this thought, I would quickly like to know how many guests do we have in today's meeting. Can we have a virtual raise of hands? Guests, so people who are not a part of Toastmasters, especially. So non-Toastmaster guests in today's meeting. I Prabhat Jain. Okay, so I can't see any non-Toastmasters guests, but I'm sure that we will be hearing from all of you in some capacity in the next few minutes. So I look forward to hearing from you all. And with this, I would now request actually Mohit. Mohit, would you like to address the audience and probably hand over the stage to the moderator or to the special speaker that we have with us today?
Sure. Thank you, Diptendu. Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Diptendu. Thank you for that amazing start, and especially that breathing exercise, which brings in so much energy into the room and into our own lives. So, thank you. It's great to be in yet another meeting of Toastmasters Club of Storytellers and Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club. We have continued the journey of having something special in each meeting since the last almost 8 meetings now, and today is no different. Today we have a special guest. He is a Toastmaster and he's an author of the book Elite Performer. I think he will be joining us shortly. So the flow of the meeting would be that we start with the prepared speeches, and then we will follow it up with the special session. Then we will have the table topics. Now, in terms of the announcements, there is EC which has been recently selected for both the clubs, like Toastmaster Diptendu said. So in the next meeting, we will be having the installation ceremony. So all the members and all the EC officers are especially requested to attend the meeting so that you can take the oath and you can understand the roles of the executive committee, the one that you are picking up. So that's really important for us to attend the subsequent meeting. Without further ado, I think we should call our Toastmaster of the day, who is a fitness freak, a mom, someone who has previously brought a lot of energy and genuineness into the meetings. With a huge round of applause, let us all welcome Toastmaster Nidhi.
Thank you so much, Mohit, for such a beautiful introduction. And good morning, everybody. Good to see you all again in Toastmaster meeting. I hope everybody is fit, fine, and healthy, enjoying your weekend. Though weekend is left, only a few hours are left in closing the weekend, but still we have a short runway that we can enjoy before it finishes, before we get into the Monday blues. So apart from this weekend, what else we are enjoying? Monsoon. Most of the people, we are from North, Delhi specifically, Gurgaon, NCR, and we are enjoying this monsoon. Who doesn't enjoy slurping and sipping tea during rainy season? Everybody enjoys, I believe. But apart from human being, our category, there are two more categories who enjoy this monsoon. So any guesses? Who all they are? Two categories. Any guesses? Yeah, Deepak, please.
School kids because they might get a leave. They don't have to go to school. Plus,
Yeah,
uh, frogs also do enjoy that.
absolutely. You're very close to it. Animals, they are the one who enjoy it the most. Animals, they come out from their caves, burrow, and holes. They enjoy it the most. And third category, to my surprise and to your surprise, that is plants. They are the one who enjoys the most. See, when I talk about human being and animals, we grow to a certain age, and later to that we don't grow. Vertically, I'm saying horizontally, we grow in through inches even after a certain age on a lighter note. But when I talk about plants, they keep growing throughout their life. And monsoon is the time when they grow their best. You just prune them and they will grow in each and every direction. And this is the time when you can seed. This is the time when you can propagate. And this is the time you can grow bonsai plants. I believe most of the people nowadays, they are plant lovers. They might not like trees outside, but they would like to go for indoor plants. So for your kind information, there's nothing called indoor plants. They are shade plants, which we train to stay indoor. Nowadays, it is a trend to keep indoor plants because they adorn the beauty of our homes. But many of us, we purchase plants in the name of indoor plants, but we don't know how to make them survive in the indoor environment. I myself did not know. I did not like plants much, but I developed this hobby and now I am a plant lover, irrespective of location where I'm going, whether I'm on two-wheeler, four-wheeler, public transport, whenever I see any plant hawker, I just prefer to purchase those plants. So in next meeting, who wants to keep indoor plants, who are plant lover but who don't know how to maintain indoor plants? I would share my indoor plants experience based on my knowledge. I have almost 30 to 35 plants. There is a limitation of space, but this is my next plan that I am going to go with jungle theme interior, and I'll keep you posted on that. So without further ado, I'm going to start the meeting. I'm playing the role of tea mode. Usually we have 3 sessions in the Toastmaster meeting, but this time we have 4 sessions. We will start with the prepared speech. We have one prepared speech for the day. Prepared speech are the speeches wherein speaker will prepare on a topic chosen by themselves and they deliver the speech for a certain time, certain minutes. 5 to 7 minutes are the limit. So we have Monica as a prepared speaker today, followed by we have a special speaker today. He will take the expert session. He is Raja Kumar. Then table topic session will be run by Mohit Lodi, and we will do the closing with the evaluation. We will have 2 type of evaluation, that is general evaluation and speech evaluation. General evaluation session will be run by Ashish Agarwal, and speech evaluation will be done by Mr. Mohit Sahni. So now I'm going to call upon role player one by one, and I would request them to please come on the virtual stage and brief out your role. So I would like to start with Ashish Agarwal, who will play the role of general evaluator today. Ashish, a finance professional by profession and a Toastmaster by passion. He has served as area director and in various club EC roles, including president. Ashish, I would request you to please come on the virtual stage and brief out your role. And rest of the people, I would request you to please give a big round of applause for Ashish Agarwal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nidhi. In Toastmasters, we all are here for our personal growth, the growth of our communication and leadership skills. And what we say in Toastmasters is that feedback is the rain. It nourishes our soul. It helps us to develop. It helps us to know the areas where we are strong. And equally, it helps us to know how can we develop further. So today, in this wonderful meeting, 10th consecutive special session as called out by Diptendu, let's first all give a huge round of applause for the effort done behind the scenes to put it together and have this amazing
Is it me or has Ashish's screen frozen?
I think he's inaudible for everybody.
Am I audible now? Yeah, super.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think some network glitch. All right. So in today's feedback session, there are going to be two sets of people who are going to help me in the evaluation. One is the speech evaluator, and the other one is what we call tag team. And the tag team today is the first timer, the role of which is going to be played by Diptendu. May I request Diptendu to come on the stage and introduce his role?
Thank you, GE Ashish. I'll take a little bit of liberty and say a few sentences in Hindi. अरे अरे यार मैं थोड़ा ज़्यादा बोल गया इतना बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं थी दैट्स केस वन सेकंड केस वुड बी अरे तुमने तो एक सेंटेंस में ही अपनी बात खत्म कर दी सो दीज आर टू ऑपोजिट एंड्स ऑफ द स्पेक्ट्रम speaking too briefly too succinctly might not convey the message you lose out on the opportunity to explain yourself and to elaborate on your ideas at the same time rambling on or speaking more than what is required can also result in diminishing the influence and impact of your message and probably can it is like snatching loss from the jaws of victory. So you might be doing really well, but if you speak a little bit more than what was required, you might be actually diminishing the influence of your speech. So that is where the time comes into picture. At Toastmasters, we get to practice speaking within time limits. We will be having one prepared speech for which the time duration is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. A green card would be shown at 5-minute time, a yellow card at 6-minute time, and a red card at 7-minute time. The speaker has to speak for a minimum of 4 minutes 30 seconds up till a maximum of 7 minutes 30 seconds. So try to craft your speech in a way such that you remain within the time foundations and are able to hit that sweet spot. For table topics today, we have got a time duration of 1 to 2 minutes, green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. So you have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2 minutes 30 seconds. Finally, for speech evaluator, the time duration is going to be 2 to 3 minutes, green card at 2, yellow card at 2:30, and red card at 3-minute mark. And of course, here also you've got a relaxation of 30 seconds on the lower and upper end. So with the example that I just said, I hope that it helps one realize the importance of speaking within time and constructing a message end to end in completion in the allocated time. I wish everyone the very best. Back to Mr. G.
Thanks so much, Diptendu. Am I audible again to all of you? Super. As extremely well explained by Diptendu, the time is going to be the crucial in terms of, we all know that the audiences nowadays have attention span which lasts only a few seconds. So in that sense, how best the time is utilized by the speaker is going to be crucial, and Diptendu is going to help all of us in order to stay within the time limits mentioned. The next role today, we have a combination of two roles. So normally we have our counter and grammarian as separate, but today the role is played by Toastmaster Lovina, I guess, for both. Yes, Toastmaster Lovina, who's there on the screen, and she's going to be the language evaluator and going to play our counter and grammarian role. Let's invite her on the stage to explain her role. Over to you, Toastmaster Lovina.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. So today I'm playing the role of Canadian as well as an counter. And rightly pointed out, I would be, it's a composite way to say that I am the language evaluator today. So from the point of view of Canadian, I would be closely looking for the good usages and the not so good usages of English grammar and phrases throughout the meeting. I am also supposed to be sharing the word of the day. So for today's meeting, we have shared the word of the day to be jolly. So jolly has different meanings. I have shared the details in the chat as well. Jolly can be used when we want to say very. So it can replace very in many sentences. And the basic meaning of jolly is happy and cheerful. Then jolly also means when somebody encourages someone to do something. So a usage can be that we jolly the people to join the marathon. So that are the usages and the meaning of the word of the day. I encourage everyone to use the word of the day, that is jolly. Moving on, my other role of our counter would mean that I would closely look into all the speakers' speech and find any hiccups or any clutch words like so and the and in the later part of the meeting towards the evaluation round, I would share the report with the entire audience. That's about it. I am happy to hand it over to Toastmaster Ashish.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lovina, for picking such a jolly word. I hope this will bring some more smiles onto our faces today. So these three role players, or the two role players who are going to play three role players, will help all of us to keep our speeches concise, clear, and correct. And 3 C's of communication as they are known. So towards the end of the meeting, we all will come again and share our evaluation. With this, I would now like to hand over the stage back to our TMOD.
Thank you so much, Ashish, for detailing the session so nicely. And next, I invite our prepared speech evaluator, none other than a very jolly personality, Mr. Mohit Sahni. He is an ace speaker and a meticulous planner, I would say. He is a project manager by profession, but enjoys wearing the hat of a writer, trainer, teacher whenever he gets a chance. So, Mr. Mohit Sahni, we welcome you. We welcome you on the virtual stage. Please give a big round of applause for Mohit Sahni.
Thank you, Nidhi, for that warm welcome. Hi, everyone. Today we'll have a speech delivered by Toastmaster Monica. This is her level 1 project 2, which is called evaluation and feedback. This is comprising of a couple of things. The first part of this project is to deliver a speech and receive the feedback from the evaluator. The second part of this project is to apply the feedback and also to serve as a speech evaluator in a subsequent club meeting. Looking forward to Toastmaster Monica's speech, and I'll hand it over back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nidhi.
Thank you, Mohit. So now we are going to start a prepared speech session. And I would invite Monica Talwar. She is looking exciting since starting of the meeting. I have been observing this. So Monica lives in Delhi and works as a senior manager with Synopsys. and the speech title is Habit and Identity. And Identity, Monica Talwar. Monica Talwar, Habitat Identity. Please give a big round of applause to Monica Talwar. I hope I'm audible. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Do you know that on an average day, or even every day, an average adult human takes approximately 45,000 decisions in a single day. And out of these 45,000 decisions, approximately 50% are due to your habits. That means these are automated ones. So I here have a question to everyone. With the raise of your hand, tell me, have you ever struggled to create a habit? I think we all must be there, may have struggled to create a habit because we know this habit gonna give us a great result. We have a strong intention. We have very powerful motivation. We are high on our willpower. But despite all this, we fail to continue with this habit. Of course, we may be able to continue with it for few days, maybe few weeks, or maybe couple of months, but after that, it'll all go in vain. We'll be back to where we started. And do you see what this does to your identity? Just observe how things happen. So you started this habit and you were continuing through it. One day you missed it. Your willpower is still high, right? And your self-talk would be, oh yeah, I missed it. Never mind, I'll do it tomorrow. Day number 2, you missed it again. Oh shit, I missed it again. I'll do it tomorrow again, no matter whatever happened. Day 3, oh shit, what's happening to me? Why am I doing this? I know this is important for me. Still I'm failing. Day 4, will I ever be able to do anything? Whatever I decide, I can't do it. What's happening to me? This is not done. And by day 5, probably our willpower is very low. We are all done. Not only willpower, this gonna impact our self-respect, our self-belief. We may lose self-trust. We may go far from self-love, and eventually our self-image would be shrink. And this is how our identity get impacted if you're not able to create a habit. And this is what I have been through. I was once trying to create a habit to wake up early, but this is what my struggle was. And one fine day, I heard Michelle Obama saying that what you do repeatedly is what you're practicing. And what you're practicing is your habit. Oh, so what am I working on? Am I working on creating a habit to get up early? Or am I creating a habit to self-sabotage all the time? So what is the problem here? The problem here is what I want to achieve, probably I myself don't believe that this is achievable. And this is a problem which I am trying to solve. Not creating the habit, eventually becoming a person I really want to become. And how do I do that? There are few ways. How can I stop this habit to impact my identity? One is, forget about this idea to create this habit. But I'm sure you don't want to hear this from me. So second approach is, which I learned from Jim Rohn. I heard 2 of his statements. One says, once you create a habit, your habit starts creating you. And second phrase I learned from him is, don't start a task until you have finished. And where do you finish it before? In your thoughts, in your beliefs. Because that finishing of the task in your imagination would actually be the boost of energy for you to work on whatever you want to meet as in a goal. This could be a small goal or a big goal, but eventually you have to finish it first. Now, how do you do that for your habits? So what you can do is,
think about what would you become if you are able to attain this goal. Say you want to create a habit of fitness routine. So what would you become if you become, very fit? If you are able to reach a goal of losing the weight, of course you'll feel confident. Now start assuming that you have reached in there. Start to understand what kind of feeling will you create. What will be your behavior? What will be your actions? How would be you talking to others? How would be you talking to yourself if you reach that goal? Now, once you have visualized, be in that energy and imbibe that energy. Start creating that identity and now apply this identity, new identity, the altered identity to now work on your task. Step 2, take small step at a time. Don't keep big goals through big steps because that will create such loss of your energy because your brain is designed to work for automated actions and that's happening through the habits. But if you are to creating a habit, that means you're putting a more load on the brain to take yet another decision. It's already taking 45,000 decisions in a day. And you have added one more. So eventually start small. And when you complete one step or one action, align with your new identity. Yes, I am becoming a fitness freak. And through this, you may be able to continue with this habit and you may be able to find it easy to create and cultivate this new habit for you. This worked for me. I hope this works for you. So when we meet next, I really would like to know from all of you, is this formula working for you? First, creating a new identity. Second, using this new identity to take small steps. And third, whenever you take this small step, give yourself acknowledgement that you are becoming the person you really want to become. Because eventually it's not about goal, but it's about what you want to become. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Monica, for delivering such a beautiful speech. I do understand, even everybody understand that we struggle to start a new habit, but definitely we can make small goals in order to reach our big goals. So big round of applause for Monica's speech. And I would request everybody to please share your feedback in the chat box. Let's give 1 to 2 minutes for that. So I believe everybody is done with the feedback. So now it is the turn of next session. So this session is going to be an expert session. Here I invite Raja Kumar. Raja Kumar is the author of the book Elite Performer, is followed by 25K on LinkedIn and is currently serving Toastmaster District 41 as an area director. So a big round of applause for Raja Kumar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Viana, for such a beautiful introduction. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to start with a personal story, and it is about my previous boss. In 2017, I was working as assistant manager in Maruti Suzuki's spare part division. We got a news that our next boss will be from production vertical, and his name was Vikasu. Over the next 2 months, I found that Vikasu sir is a very hardworking person, but he has one habit of liking only hardworking people and scolding other person. In the department of 40 people, 3 people were hardworking, 30 were the average performers, and 7 people were like crabs. Their work was just to pull the legs of other people. over the time, the relationship between Vikas Sood sir and other people become worse. And those people, those average and crabs, they started complaining about Vikas Sood to our vice president. What was the result? The result was Mr. Vikas Sood was overpassed by other people, and he was his promotion was due, but he was not promoted. And then he was transferred to some other department. I got to know that his personal life was also not good, and his relationship with his wife and children was not so good. Ultimately, in 2020, after COVID wave, we lost it. It may be due to stress between or imbalance between personal and professional life, or maybe something else. But what we can learn from this story? I have this question for the audience. What we can learn? Any learning? You can unmute yourself.
I would like to answer that, Raja. I think the priorities should be clear in our minds, and we often forget to act according to our priorities.
Yes. We must set priorities also. Correct. Anyone else? Another question. Do you think hard work is the only criteria of success at our workplace? What are other criteria? Yes, sir. Toastmaster Deepak.
Yeah, so Toastmaster Raja, in my point of view, more than hard work in any organization, it depends upon how you showcase your work. Your communication plays a critical role. If you are able to showcase what you have done, you would definitely prosper in any organization, whether it's service or even a job or even in Toastmasters. Until unless you will not raise the hand, people will not know that you know the answer.
Correct. Any other point of view? Yes, we must showcase ourselves. The motto of explaining this story is, don't you think people will read such type of book if we imbibe all those personal stories in a book, so that person who is joining any organization can learn through these stories? Obviously, people will definitely read this. And we can also make a book on our story as well. So today what we'll do is we'll design a book within 10 to 15 minutes. And why we'll do this activity? According to New York Times, 81% people decide that they will definitely write a book. But can you guess how many people actually write a book? If 81% people are deciding that they will write a book one day. Any guesses?
Hardly 10%.
Maybe 1%.
Yeah, not more than 1 or 2%.
What?
Not more than 1 or 2%, I think.
According to New York Times, it is less than 1%, around 0.8% people only. So what are those constraints which people face? Why they don't write? If 81% people are deciding that they are gonna write a book, but less than 1% are actually writing it. What do you think? What are all those constraints? Why they are not writing? Yes, Toastmaster people.
Procrastination, that I'll write when I'll become better speaker, when I'll have more thoughts, when I'll join more Toastmasters meeting, when I'll have more knowledge. I mean, we kind of procrastinate with the time, and ultimately we end up doing nothing.
Yes. One factor is procrastination. Yes, Toastmaster Monica.
I think major bottleneck is the fear of judgment. Like, will anybody be interested in what I'm writing? I mean, we don't believe ourselves. So that lack of self-belief causes you more of fear, and then you kind of, drop an idea to even, write up what's in your mind. Maybe that's usable to others, but we don't value what we have achieved so far. So that's, I think, all club together comes into the fear of judgment.
Okay. Fear of judgment. Anyone?
Maybe it is a difficult task.
Yes, people think that it is a difficult task. 3 reasons.
People don't know how to start it sometimes, and sometimes they keep criticizing themselves, though they have content, but they feel that probably this is not the right content, and lack of guidance, exposure. I think combination of these things, they also restrain them from writing.
No
And
proper
also,
guidance. Correct.
and also, I feel like, if I may add, that fear of judgments, that okay,
Right.
people will say, what will happen, what like all those things. Also, sometimes a talented person is also not able to write because of that.
Yes. Yes, Mohit sir.
That's because we don't have the time. We have so many other things to do. Even in the Toastmasters meeting, a lot of times the excuse that we get is that I'm busy here, there, elsewhere. So, where will we find the time to write our book?
Time. 5 reasons. Lavina. Toastmaster Lavina.
Yeah, so a really big reason is that we have already a lot of content available, and somewhere we feel that that redundancy is going to, tarnish impact that we want to create.
Correct. The major reason what New York Times shared was people think that they must approach a publishing agent, and it will take more than 2 to 4 years to write the actual book. This is the general perception, and this is changed after Amazon started self-publishing tool. On Amazon, you can write your own book at zero cost, and people do not have such type of information with them. It is not easily available with them that how they can write a book and they can publish themselves. Second was that their thinking is it will take more than 2 to 4 years to actually write a book. And this is the wrong perception. Today, I'll explain how in just one day, you can make a rough outline about your book and you can publish your book within 2 to 3 months. We'll start with the first. So these are 3 steps only. First step is known as mind mapping. Mind mapping or the brainstorming. Recently, I had helped one of my colleagues to make an outline for a book known as Cookbook Recipes. The book name would be around Cookbook Recipe. So what we'll do is for another 2 to 3 minutes, we'll think about general topics related to cookbook recipes, and then we will make a rough outline about this book. So you can write it down on your notebook, on your mobiles about cookbook recipes. For example, breakfast can be one of the major topics. Paratha can be the subtopic. And such type of topics can be included in different headings. So let us write in our notebook, and I am also sharing, just a minute, I'm also sharing my screen. Meanwhile, you can write it down. We have 2 minutes. We'll start at 11:15. I would request host to enable. Yes, I got the co-host rights now. let us start. So our center theme is cookbook recipe. I hope my screen is visible. Okay. Any ideas? You can unmute yourself and we can discuss. And this is called the first step, which is mind mapping.
First could be why this book, like why I'm writing this book, cookbook recipes.
Correct.
And also it could be that what should be the content of the book, that okay, there could be healthy recipes, there could be party recipes, there could be like all those kind of different contents.
Healthy recipes, party recipes, and
There could be...
Can party recipes be healthy recipes?
I was about to say the same thing.
we can make the combination of healthy and party recipes. Others?
Quick recipes. 5 to 10 minutes recipe. Yeah.
Correct.
Baked one.
We need a split of vegetarian and non-vegetarian.
Yes.
And as we were
Kids. Recipe for kids.
Okay.
And as we discussed why this book, then how this book can help to lead a healthy lifestyle, how can also be important.
How part?
Yeah.
Others?
Maybe categorization based upon, I mean, maybe breakfast recipe or lunch recipes. And another category could be, like kind of appetizer or main course.
Recipes for old age people.
Correct.
Interesting. Is it okay to feel hungry when we are actually giving these options?
Appetizers. So we are done with the appetizers. Then
do's and don'ts of recipe combinations.
we can have multiple topics also. And now the first step was to mind map. We have done the mind mapping and we have jotted down 10, 12 key topics here. Now, what is the second step? This was the first step and we took around 3 minutes to write it down. Next is to make an outline. Now we have created mind map. Now we have to make a proper structure. So second step is outlining. How we will outline? Give me a moment. Let us make a list out of this. We talked about breakfast. We can have lunch, dinner, appetizer,
Beverages.
yes, beverages. We can talk about mocktails, cocktail. And in breakfast, we can talk about also, we can talk breakfast or lunch, we can talk about veg recipes, non-veg recipes. And in breakfast also, we can talk about different kind of breakfast. We can give a key heading as veg breakfast and non-veg breakfast. We can have 3 or 4 key headings under all these main headings. We can talk about why this book in the main section. Then we can talk about party recipes also. Party recipes related to dinner, party recipes related to lunch also. Baked recipes, we can have the baking section in all of these articles in major headings. So what we'll get? We talked about these 6 major headings. Lunch, breakfast, dinner, appetizer, beverages, mocktails. We can have 6 to 7 key headings under all these major headings. And if we write one article of around 1000 words or 800 words, do you think it will not become a book? These are 6 major headings. We will have around 8 major headings or 10 major headings under each key headings. We will have 60 articles. 8 into, you can say we'll write around 10 each. These are 6 major headings, and we'll write 10 key headings under all these major headings. We have 60 topics with us. And if we write around 800 words each article, then how many words we'll have? How many words?
48,000.
And have you heard about a book known as Alchemist?
Yeah.
How many?
Yes.
What do you think? How many words are there in that book?
10,000.
It's around 23,000 words. And after discussing about this book, we are at 48,000. Even after editing, you will get 40,000. If Alchemist become a book, then why your book cannot come into the market? Maybe you can say that Paulo Coelho get a major production house, publishing house, but we have different options with us. What are those options? We can publish it online. We can, what I had done in 2019, I had started my own blog, and it's known as motivationdrive.com. I had started different articles, and after writing more than 400 articles, I decided to write a book and took around 65 topics from that blog and published it in May 2024. Now I've decided to write another book by October 2024. Why I've explained this? Because people think that they cannot write a book. If a person who decides to write a book on cookbook recipe, he or she can get 48 articles, a book with 48,000 words. Do you still think that it is not possible to write a book? Any comments? We have discussed about outlining. Then we discussed about how to make it in a structured format. That is outline. Now, next is a very interesting thing, which is known as writing or speaking. You can write each and every article, or you can speak, or you can record your voice for each and every topic. And there are softwares in market which will transcribe it into a text format. After that, you can do editing at your end. Last thing, what I want to explain you is the ripple effect. What is ripple effect? Yes, Toastmaster Deepak, you have a question?
Yeah, my question was, whenever we see a book, in the first 2 pages or at the last 2 pages, we always find appreciations and commendations for either the author or for the content of the book. So in case we are writing a book, do we have to ask our Toastmaster friends to give us commendations, or how do we go about it? What did you do in your last book?
Yes, I have asked. Even Mohit sir also written comments about my book, and it's in the first page. You can ask, you can have your pre-publishing copy also. You can make a pre-publishing copy and distribute it among your friends and ask about the reviews. And you can publish that review also so that people will understand what other thought leaders think about your book. It can be done. I want to explain one last thing that is called the ripple effect. Whenever you publish a book, your this is the data of New York Times. Your family and friends gets impacted. They will read your book, and the count of people is around 200 people. 200 are your family and friends. And on an average, whenever you publish a book, 1,000 readers will definitely read your book. And that count goes up to 1,200 people. Third is that there will be one person who will get inspired by your book. And he or she will definitely write a book after getting inspiration from you. And there's a person who is a psychologist in USA. His name is Sean Sumner. He wrote a book and nobody actually read the book. But his daughter got inspired with that book, and she is currently in 8th grade, and she had published her book about poems. You can find it on Amazon. The name of the book is The Fairies of Waterfall Island, and more than 8 million copies sold in the market. She got inspiration from her father, and his book were not sold on Amazon, but he inspired his daughter. You may target to make profits, but many people decide to write a book just to inspire people. And it is up to you. What is your target? My target is to get self-fulfillment. I am distributing my profit, whatever I am getting, to underprivileged students. Currently I am helping 2 students who are underprivileged. This is my target. And if you go on LinkedIn, I write every day, and my target is to reach 1 million people by 2025. And as of now, I reached 5 lakh people. And why I am doing so? I want to make an impact. Whatever I got from this society, I am already earning a very good amount from my company. So this is my target, to impact others' lives. And I have also formed a group, the Action Group, where we have 4 or 5 people who have decided to write a book. My target is to write a book and publish it by October. And they are also targeting it to publish it by October. If you want it, then I'll share the link with Mohit sir, and you can join the group, and we can definitely write and publish a book by October, and it will be free. You will not have to invest anything. And I will definitely not invest my money also. So I will publish on Amazon. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day. And thank you so much, Mohit sir, for inviting me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Raja, for this wonderful session. There is so many takeaway from this session today, and it was informative and motivational for me. I started writing blog a couple of years back, but I had fear of how to structure the content further. After writing couple of blogs, then I stopped writing. I did not publish it on other websites because I had fear that if in case I get criticism. But you are absolutely right. You can write motivational story, and that can motivate your own people, your kith and kins. And I really appreciate your efforts also that you are supporting underprivileged people. If we all can do our bit to the society, then definitely our society can improve. So a big round of applause for Raja Kumar.
Thank you.
And without further ado, let's start our next session. That is none other than Mohit Lodhi table topic session. So Mohit is from MP. He works at Sirion in Gurugram as a senior analyst. Sirion is a SaaS-based company. His hobbies are tracking, listening to stories, and teaching. He has past experience of teaching for competitive examinations. So Lodi, I would like to invite you on. Sorry, Mr. Mohit Lodi, I would like to invite you on virtual stage. Please start the session. Please give a big round of applause for Mohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Verna. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and guests. I have pleasure of serving you as your Toastmaster, table topic master for today. Table topic is one of the most exciting part of our meeting, where we practice thinking on our feet and delivering impromptu speeches. This segment helps us improve our quick thinking ability, enhance our confidence, and sharpen our communications. However, I will present a series of question of topics. Here, I will present a series of question or topics, and I will call on members to come up and speak for 1 or 2 minutes. So, without any further delay, let's start and have some fun for our first table topic. So, please raise hand who will take the first table topic. Okay. So, Toastmaster Sweta. Yeah. So here is our first top. Here's the first topic. That is, how do you stay productive when it's raining outside? How do you stay productive when it's raining outside?
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for a great topic. Rain season is one of my favorite season. It is very difficult, I would say, to resist, having a cup of tea and some fritters before I can start working or before I can even think of work. But anyways, to stay productive, it has nothing to do with what's the season outside. To stay productive, I always feel it's to do with what's the season inside of you, depending on your emotion, the emotional season. The emotional season, irrespective of any season going outside, should always be dedicated with duty and discipline and a lot of perseverance. And with that, any season being outside, you can be productive. It will not take away your passion to finish your work. It will not take away that, okay, I have to do this today. Oh, it's raining outside. Wow. But I have to do this today and I have to finish it before I can enjoy the rains. It becomes double the celebration. If from morning 9 to 5 or whatever timings of durations you have the work for, you can finish that and then go out or sit in a cafe or even at home. Just sit by the window, see those little droplets falling down, and have a cup of tea in your hand with a nice book or some nice songs or without songs. And just, it becomes so meditative because you have finished something that was important. So you were productive. So as I said, the season inside matters as much as the season outside. So if your season inside is beautiful, happy, and with a lot of dedication, devotion, then you will never be affected whatever is happening outside, and it will become the best to do it. And you will be productive, and you will have double the celebration towards the end of the day, enjoying your fritters and a cup of tea with yourself or your family or friends. So that's how we can be productive, Toastmaster Mohit, in the rainy season. Thank you. Over to you.
Great. Great speech. Okay. Next is I believe Toastmaster Deepak. Toastmaster Deepak, here is topic. What does success means to you? Toastmaster Deepak, topic is, what does success means to you?
In my school life, college life, I believe I have achieved something, but people never recognize it. I made my efforts, but probably the efforts were going into some other category. What do you think? Should we study or play during the school time? Please raise your hand. What do you think? Raise your hand if you feel that we should study in school time.
We should do both.
Okay, so everyone has a different perspective. But yes, we should do both. Having said this, I did only one, that is play. Whether it's cricket, sport, badminton, volleyball, football, you take any sport. And Deepak Sharma was the one, always on the ground, not at all students. But does this mean I was not successful? Is the definition success of being successful is the same which we think? No. The definition can be different. The success means whatever you are doing, are you giving your efforts and are you able to do that task? For example, in today's meeting, if I have joined to learn, have I learned anything from Toastmaster Raja's speech? Yes, I have. So that means I've got success in the task I intended to do. I wanted to learn from this session, from this meeting. And yes, I have learned. That means I'm successful. In my corporate experience, I have taken different projects. In few of the projects, I failed. But does this mean I'm a failure? No. Because I have learned from each experience, that's why I think I'm successful. What do you think, table topic master?
Great. That's a great speech. And yeah, we learn from whatever we choose and whatever we do from our experience. Thanks, Toastmaster Deepak. And the next topic is for Toastmaster Monica. The next topic is describe a time when you stepped out of your comfort zone and what you learned from it. I repeat, describe a time when you stepped out of your comfort zone and what you learned from it.
Being comfortable is our utmost goal. Whatever we want to work on, whatever we want to achieve, eventually we want to become comfortable with that. What does that mean? Till the time you reach there, you have to be uncomfortable. And that's what I have learned throughout. Many a times I have stepped out of my current comfort zone to create a newer one, which probably would be ahead of what my current identity can work on. And one of that was speaking in public. Of course, this topic is very close to me because this is something I have been struggling for long. I always wanted to express myself, but always play because I never got a courage to speak out what's in my mind. So it takes a lot of energy to, bring in synchronization your brain and your tongue. Though we have very two powerful tools, but we really don't know how to work them in collaboration. So stepping out of my current identity that time of keeping my thought to myself was biggest step I took and a lot of things I learned. I learned of so many gifts I had been given by my creator as well as my parents. Like they helped me to grow as a strong individual who was sufficient enough to take decisions in her life, but yet I was failing miserably to decide upon whether should I speak or not. So this helped me to learn how to express myself, how to communicate with people, and as a result, also understand myself better. Gradually, as I improved my talks to others, I was able to improve my talks to myself. In a way, my self-talk got much improved the more I expressed myself. And Toastmaster is one platform that is giving me a lot of liberty to exercise this new comfort zone. Thank you.
Thanks, Toastmaster Monica. I'm still improving myself and still learning. yeah, thanks. So next topic and next topic for Shravan, Toastmaster Shravan. Next topic is, what is the best piece of advice you have ever received? I repeat, what is the best piece of advice you have ever received?
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. Fellow Toastmasters, we have been, since we get some awareness about life, I believe everybody received some kind of advice from various sources. That could be your family member or your friend or your mentor. So the source could be any different. It varies from place to place. But those advisors could be a materialistic advisors. Maybe you do this job, you will earn more. Maybe you do this, uh, invest here, you will get more returns. So those advisors have a life cycle and some limit. But the best advice as of now, which I have received, is from my father. When I was in a deep depression or some kind of uh, I lost important things in my life. So that time I was so depressed. That time my father came to me and, as like a friend, he told me, do a breathing exercise. That will definitely help you. He told me, and also did he himself set up a classical music in one room, and asked me, go and sit there and start breathing. You will definitely get relief. You will relieve from that pain. So I didn't agree with that. I didn't accept that. But because I have a respect towards my father, I listened. I listened to him, and then I went and I sat. Then I've started breathing. I keep on breathing. After 1 week, for 1 week, I didn't get anything. I didn't observe anything. But after 1 week, it became a habit for me, and a lot of changes I have observed. So I believe that still today I keep on doing that exercise. That's the best advice I have ever received. So I'm very grateful to him. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shravan. And yeah, breathing exercise is wonderful. Actually, during that COVID time, I affected from this COVID, and this breathing exercise I continuously do at that time, and it improved my health. That's great. Yeah. So next topic. Uh, next topic, Toastmaster Lovina. For you, the next topic is, what is the most surprising thing you have learned about yourself in the past year? I repeat, what is the most surprising thing you have learned about yourself in the past year?
In the past 1 year, I have been functioning as a regular employee and as a climate educator as well in my organization. And in the process of acting as an educator, I came to realize that I want to be someone who is not just a teacher, not just a person who is meant to be transferring the education, that the content or the talk about the topic, but I want to create that impact out of whatever I am delivering, whatever topics generally I speak about climate in various forums and within my organization. But I have come to realize I just don't want to keep talking about it. I want to inspire people to come out of their regular comfort zone and make a jolly good impact on their minds to change the ways of their living. I do not see, I do not see that impact being felt by lots and lots of people. So about 80%, 90% of the people, they use both their ears, one ear for listening and the other ear for letting out whatever they heard. And I really feel the kids are somewhere my interest lies when I speak to kids about topics around climate change that impact them. So I think that is the very surprising thing that I've learned about myself, about kids, about the whole idea of climate advocacy and climate education in the past 1 year. Over to you, Deepika.
Wonderful speech. Wonderful. Yeah. So now the next topic, is there anyone who will take the next speech? Please raise your hand. Yeah. So guest Prabhat, the next topic for you is, which is related to this season only. How does the rainy season impact your mood and productivity? How does the rainy season impact your mood and productivity? So I'm also place that in chat. What you, guest Prabhat? Am I audible to everyone? Okay.
Prabhat, you're still on mute.
Okay. I believe there is some issue.
We can move to the next person until he comes. I don't think he's there.
So he is unable to mute. He write that on chat.
Hello?
He's
Is
there
that
now.
okay?
He's there.
Yeah, now you are audible.
Okay. Can you just can you just repeat? Just
Sure. That is also in our chat box. So I repeat that. The topic is, how does the rainy season impact your mood and productivity?
thank you, Toastmaster, table topic master. Rainy season. Really, it is something which at least I like very much, and I'm sure all of us would agree with me. Rainy season is one of the best seasons which we all enjoy. Yes, it do has its pros and cons. People who live in Gurgaon or Delhi should also know the heavy traffic jams and all those things which happen during rainy season, waterlogging. Yet, but it is the favorite rainy season which I enjoy the most. It enlightens my mood to a great extent. Right from the childhood till today, whenever it rains, the first thing which comes to me is only one thing, is pakoras. I would ask my mother, now my wife, if I'm at home, surely to prepare something in line with it. When we are in office, we try to bring it from outside. Yes, it do brings lot of joy, fun in us. In particular, if you love to take a bath in rain, enjoy the rainy seasons by taking a bath inside the rains. Remember those little kids
who used to enjoy those rains freely. We as an adult should also enjoy that, enjoy the season, the rainy season. Over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thanks, thanks, Prabhat. And that's all from our side. May I request timer Diptendu, is it okay? Do we take one more topic or we have enough time for that? Yeah. So yeah, the last topic from my side. And first of all, anyone who want to take the topic, please raise your hand. Okay, Deepak Kumar and Mohit Sani. So
yeah, let's give it to Deepak.
Yeah, okay, thanks. So Deepak, Toastmaster Deepak, the last topic for the table topic section is, what was a habit you developed as a child that you still maintain today? I repeat, what was a habit you developed as a child that you still maintain today?
Thanks, table topic master Mohit. So, habit which I carry from my childhood is, yes, of course, dancing. I love to dance from my childhood. So, dancing is something which gives me goosebumps every time. Whenever I listen any of the music, I'm just trying to convert that music into the dance steps. And this hobby was started from my childhood, or can say from my first or second standard. And from that day till today, I'm trying to carry the same habit and trying to improve more from the from that time when I started till now. And now I can say I am a professional choreographer, folk choreographer, and folk means for Haryani. So yes, of course, this habits given me the lot of things, and now I can deliver by the habit and trying to teach the same things to the others as well. So, thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. Over to you.
That's great to hear. Thanks, Toastmaster Deepak. And that's all from our side. Thank you everyone who participated in table topic today. Your prompt speeches were both insightful and inspiring. Let's give a round of applause to all of our brave speakers. Now I will handle the meeting back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vienna. Over to you.
Nidhi, yeah, that's my daughter name. Usually she uses it. Yeah. So, Mohit, you ran the session very nicely, and all the topics were well contemplated before given to them, and all the people they participated and spoke very nicely on each and every table topic. I would request you if you can post all these topics on WhatsApp group, then definitely it will help other people to practice who did not participate, because though all the topics were nice. And so I would like to request Ashish, our general evaluator, to please come on the virtual stage and share your evaluation.
Thank you so
A big
much.
round of applause
of the day, Nidhi. Super. I think we're doing okay on time. And first, let us start with the speech evaluation. And for that, I'll invite Toastmaster Mohit on the stage to evaluate our lone speaker today. Over to you, Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. When you start creating a habit, the habit starts creating you. Thank you, Toastmaster Monica, for picking such a pertinent topic for all of us today. And the newness you brought, the connection between habit and identity, that was something that personally for me, and I'm sure for everyone, that was a new take on the subject of habits. Ladies and gentlemen, Monica's speech today had several positives. The first and perhaps the most important one is the conviction with which she spoke. She was not just telling us about habits, she was living it in front of our eyes. It wasn't just her words which were speaking, it was her eyes, it was her entire body language and the tone which was conveying the message that she wanted to bring. Amazing conviction with which she spoke today. The second positive is the structure. It is said that when you are delivering a message, you should follow this three-pronged approach. First is to tell what you are going to tell. Second is to tell. And third is to tell them what you told them. Monica followed that to the T. The third positive was engagement. She started with a question. She had amazing facts for us. 45,000 decisions. Michelle Obama said this. Amazing engagement, which kept me hooked from the beginning till the end. The fourth positive was the speech was extremely well researched. She brought nuggets from various places. Michelle Obama, the 45,000 decisions, the 3 steps that we must follow. All that conveyed to us that it was very well researched. With that speech, there would be some suggestions, recommendations. So the suggestion that I have for the speaker is, in order to make the speech even more convincing, you should highlight the sources, pause and ensure that the sources are getting through to the audience equally well. In order to further improve your speech, one challenge that I would like to give to you is to storyfy the entire speech. Give an example of, I wanted to become a fitness freak. I developed a habit, but these were the challenges that I faced. And then you can bring in the ways to overcome that. The second recommendation I have for you is to end with a clear call to action. You can say something like, so the next time when you are trying to install a habit, here's what I want you to do. 1, believe. 2, take baby steps. And 3, acknowledge and applaud yourself. That will make sure that the audience takes something clear with them. Overall, a very pertinent topic, which I'm sure each one of us wanted to hear. You brought in a new flavor to it about how habits are tied to identity and it can go either way. You also brought in a great structure, the engagement, and the research you did. Only if you highlight the sources, only if you try to storyfy it and end with a specific and clear call to action, your speech can go from where it is a great level already to a totally another great level. Thank you. And with that, hand over to our general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit, for that comprehensive CRC evaluation. Yes, you summarized it extremely well. And I think clearly the highlight was the way Toastmaster Monica spoke about the topic. It looked like she's ready to write a book for sure on this one. Yeah, look forward to that, Toastmaster Monica. Very, very pertinent topic. And I think at certain point of time, all of us have struggled with an element of habits and good or bad habits, both ways. So there's a different struggle in each one of those. Thanks so much. Now we move to our tag team report. And first, let me invite our timer Diptendu to share how good we were on time.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. So here is the timing report for today's meeting. Our prepared speaker, Toastmaster Monica, delivered a speech of 6 minutes and 35 seconds. Raja's excellent session on how to become an author, how to write a book, spanned 25 minutes and 13 seconds. This is something that we can all learn from. It was a long session, of course, but still, Raja was on point and was able to wrap up the main content in 20 minutes and the Q&A and interaction in another 5 minutes. So hats off to you, Raja. Very well done. Now on to table topics. So in table topics, I was reminded of my school days when I used to study math, especially the topic of progression and arithmetic progression in particular. Shweta spoke for 2 minutes 6 seconds. Deepak took 4 seconds more, 2 minutes 10 seconds. Monica took 4 seconds more, 2 minutes 14 seconds, and Shravan took 4 seconds more, 2 minutes 18 seconds. But then, just like every good thing comes to an end, this arithmetic progression also came to an end. Lavina still spoke for 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Very well done. Prabhat spoke for 1 minute 48 seconds. Deepak spoke for a minute and 22 seconds. And our speech evaluator, Toastmaster Mohit Sani, spoke for 2 minutes 10 seconds. Okay, no, that's wrong. Mohit spoke 2 minutes 10 seconds lesser than the prepared speaker he was evaluating. So basically, Mohit spoke for 4 minutes and 15 seconds as the speech evaluator. With that, I would like to hand the virtual stage back to our GE.
Thanks so much. That was an interesting take. I'll take that someday. Now we move to our language evaluator, and let's invite Toastmaster Lovina on stage to share her report. Over to you, Toastmaster Lovina.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So from the perspective of today's grammarian, I could see not good usages and a few bad usages. So coming to the good usages, I could see we were talking about storifying the speech. Then we were talking about arithmetic progression coming to an end around the timings of the table topic session. Then we were saying that I want to give you a challenge when we were reviewing the speech. Then when we were talking about the that the speaker brought nuggets from the research, that was jolly good use of word nuggets, which is usually used in food terms. Moving on, when we were talking about designing a book, so when we design a book, we get the structure outlined and everything. That was good play with the words over there. Mind mapping, brainstorming, all these words were very good on the ears. Coming to the not so good usages, maybe we can rephrase when we were saying, how would be you? We can rephrase and say, how would you be talking to yourself? When we were saying keep big goals, we can rephrase and say, set smaller goals. When we were saying pull the legs of other people, we can rephrase and say pull others down. When we were saying publish themselves, we can rephrase and say it like publish it on their own. Instead of saying ask about the review, we can say ask them to review the book. About somewhere in the table topic section, we could hear a few not so good usages of English as well, but really couldn't hear the last two speakers because of some network glitch, I believe. So don't have the details to share for them. Moving on with the R counter, with my R counter role, I could hear a few usages of but from Toastmaster Raja. From Toastmaster Shweta, I heard around 2 usages of and around 3 to 6 hours. Toastmaster Mohit Lodhi, I could hear around 8 to 12 usages of 4 to 5 usages of so. Shravan, I believe, is a guest, and I could hear few ahs and ums, almost 2 to 4 of them. Then I could also hear words like so and then. From Toastmaster Nidhi, I could hear and so and few ahs and ums, almost 4 to 6 of them. From Toastmaster Monica, I could hear few ands, so's, and few ahs and ums, not more than 4. For Prabhat, I am not sure if is it Toastmaster. No, I could hear a few ahs and ums. That's about the list I have. And from the perspective of the word of the day, I could hear it being used almost 3 to 4 times in the entire. That's it from my end, and I would hand it over back to Virgil. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Toastmaster Lovina, for wearing a couple of hats and doing it so well. You were meticulous in noting down all the good usages and the usages which could improve. Kudos to you for that. Now we come to the journal evaluation report. I thought the meeting was extremely well structured. And first and foremost, again, I think I would like to give a huge compliments to the leadership team of the club to have invited or to have arranged 10th consecutive special session. It takes a lot of effort behind the scene, and kudos to the leadership for that. The whole structure, the TMOD topics, the TTM, the special session, as well as speech, very well done, extremely well calibrated, enjoyable, and I'm sure all of you who are attending today would have loved it. Coming to certain specific aspects which I liked and certain specific aspect which I thought could be taken as a challenge for us to go one step ahead. Yeah. So with regard to the beginning, Sergeant Ram pointing out this 5 ahs, I think that were 5 breathings which Sergeant Ram Dipitendu did was amazing. I thought it really started the session with the right level of energy. Somehow I did not see him saying put your phone on silent, etc. If it was at that time my network was not so good, so that's one aspect which perhaps Sergeant Ram could take a note of. Overall, extremely good energetic start, followed by the whole structure of the overall session was amazing. TMOD, TM Nidhi, extremely good session in communicating your thoughts. The time available to you was less, but you crystallized it and you managed the narrative and the transition extremely well. Kudos to you for that. There is no recommendation for you. Both timer and I must say the timer report was quite interesting and engaging. Also, the background of timer was extremely well done, meticulous. This is a challenging role and was done well. And so was the grammarian and accounter role, which was played by one person today. Toastmaster Lavina, amazing job done. Coming to the table topic master, Toastmaster Mohit, you were amazing. The topics which you had thought were quite in depth, thought provoking, very well articulated. You were communicating the topic and inviting the person extremely well. Kudos to you for that. Rethink on it. This sending on the chat box is good or bad, because this is one thing that we have to also test in a way our listening skills, that whether are we really listening well and replying. Like in a contest, they will not, if you have not heard it, you have not heard it, so wait. Right, and that's another challenge. So I think perhaps it can be avoided, where just you share it verbally twice, like the way we are doing. But I must say, this again is a compliment to you. You were trying to make it easier for the new members, or especially the guests, for them to grasp the topic. Extremely well conducted the entire session. One input to you for future could be that the moment a speaker end, add 1 or 2 lines for the speaker, so that takes the step up and also in a way help you in your listening and comprehension and summarizing skill. So I think that you could take it forward, but extremely well done. Overall, thoroughly enjoyed the meeting. We'll love to come again and again. Whenever it happens on Saturday, I am a bit challenged because I already attend a morning meeting on Saturdays, but whenever it's on Sunday, I am here. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you so much, Ashish, and other evaluators for sharing such a detailed report. In this Toastmaster Club, what I have observed that people, they are not limited to numbers. They detail everything thoroughly. So they put their entire effort and energy to give their best. So a big round of applause for all of us. And we still have time. I would see whenever I attend Toastmaster meeting, this club or any other club, though I'm part of this club, there is so much takeaway. People are here from different walk of life, and there is so much learning. Sometimes I myself listen from people, though that is not meant for me, but there is no harm in trying something new for your development. And later on, you will realize that it helped you not only that area, in other areas also. Yesterday, I went to gym and I was discussing something with an expert. And I asked him that what to do. I mean, what special exercise I should do for these to reduce this thing. He told me that you keep doing all the exercise you are doing and you will see the impact on other parts. So I could understand he had more experience than me because he was professionally qualified trainer. And when I came back and I started doing a couple of other exercise, then I realized one exercise which I was unable to do earlier, I managed to do now, but I did not put effort over there. But intention was clear, purpose was exercise, and it was bringing positivity and development not only in those areas but in other areas also. So I would request you all learn and apply in your life whatever positive thing you can apply. There is so much to learn and develop in our life. So by this, I close my session and I hand over the stage back to Dipendu to float voting forms and declare the result. Thank you so much, everybody.
Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Nidhi. I'll take it over from here as our friend Dipendu is collating the votes. I hope everybody had a fantastic time attending the meeting today. Let's hear from some of our friends and guests, right? Deepak, how did you find the meeting today?
Well, amazing to say the least. I just, when I read the message in the group that, every time you're coming up with something new. Last time, I think you invited one of the world best speaker. Furse was probably the name. I kind of missed the meeting, but when the best part is after the meeting, you also share the video. So I saw the video and I heard him. Fantastic speaker. And today also, once again, how to write a book. I never thought that writing a book is such an easy task, but Toastmaster Rajakumar made it, look so easy for us. And I think Toastmaster Mohit, the credit goes to you from the management team. The way you are thinking of doing something else other than the normal Toastmaster meeting, this would definitely, I mean, I'm not sure, but it might become a trend later because this is definitely successful. And when people will get to know, you might become a celebrity for sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak. You made my day already. Okay, yeah. Our idea is that currently we are inviting people from other places, but the fact remains that all of us are experts in our own areas. And we want to go to a point where people from within the group, and that's already started happening. We had Toastmaster Deepti conduct a session as an expert who's a member of our club, and each one of us, like in their own areas, is an expert. So we will bring them here as experts. So thank you, Deepak, for acknowledging our efforts. Let's also hear from Prabhat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. I really enjoyed the meeting. And in continuation to line which Toastmaster Deepak has said, yes, I like the very idea of inviting the guest speaker to an extent that at the same time I wrote to my EC members in my club that let us do that. Let us also invite the guest members in our meetings. The benefit would be that it would be creating some interest in the people, and maybe more and more people would be attending the meetings. Overall, a very good meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhat, for sharing that. Means a lot to us. Who else would like to share feedback? I'll just open it up. Suvarna, would you like to share how you felt about the meeting?
Yes, Mohit, it's wonderful. With your postings only, we are joining. Definitely, I'll agree with that. From Mounika's takeaway, I'll definitely make a habit to come. That's the wonderful one. She explained very well. And how to write a book. I'll try to do that. Thank you very much for your recordings and postings.
Sure, Suvarna. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable feedback. I see, Deepak, you have raised your hand. Would you like to say something?
Yeah, so sorry, but I just want to appreciate you, Toastmaster Mohit. In that group, you also shared something different, which I don't see anybody doing that. I'm part of a different Toastmaster group, but I've never seen even a single Toastmaster who is so much into writing. You write such phenomenal. I mean, I must disclose it, but I have shared 2 or 3 speeches which were actually written by you. I just copy pasted and I delivered the speech, and you won't believe I won the best speaker award. The kind of content that you have. I mean, one of the last, speech which I read was when beautiful speech, when the parents are there, sitting with the principal, right? You would remember that, and the kid comes, okay, and we like in our home, we do not call the kid by the name. So I think Divyanshu was something, and it was the kid name, and we were saying it Divu. So we call by the short name that we make. So this was I did it with vocal variety and voice modulation, but the content was so effective. Appreciated the content. That was a different perspective. But I could not share your name. But today I'm sharing that because of you, I won the best speaker. Thank you so much. It's a different thing that you have come up with, writing, and it actually helps. I think you are already in a making of a great author. If you can capture all your speeches, all your writing things in a book, it would definitely be, I think it could be a bestseller.
Thank you so much, Deepak. Thank you for saying that. It means a lot to me. Uh, Not many people are generous enough to share feedback, and I must say that it really means a lot. And from what you said, what I'm taking back is that I must continue, even though there are times, just like for all of us, we are feeling demotivated and whether we are doing the right thing or not. But if it is making a difference, even to one person, that means we must continue. So thank you so much for sharing that. And by the way, that also reminds me, we are already in the process of this 30-day writing challenge, where all of us are encouraged to write wherever we want to write it, be it LinkedIn, be it Facebook, our own websites, the club website, anywhere. Just write for 30 days consecutively and keep sharing your daily write up on our club guests group. So we will award the person who's able to do 30 days in continuity. All right, fantastic. Is there anybody else? Shil Prakash, would you like to share something? Shilp. Anybody would like to share anything before we declare the results and call it a day?
Yes, Toastmaster Mohit. So I would like to share something about the club. So just the selection of the topics under the prepared speech. So every time we notes learned from the topic. So yes, of course, the other section is good enough as well for us. But under the prepared speech, like by today's topic under which this Monica ma'am topic about the habit. So it's very touchy into our personal life, and we can relatable that every habit. So like I'm here just because of I want to be more in more to be good in our communication skill, and yes, of course, confidence in presentation. So this I want to make this habit. So every time I'm just trying to give my 100% to come here and learn something which I can learn, and will continue the same thing in future as well. So thank you, Toastmaster Club, and yeah, of course, Monica ma'am, Mohit sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deepak. And we are definitely going to have an expert session on choreography tips from you. I'm
Sure,
sure
sir.
everybody is
Will
going to
do.
love it.
Yes, because this is my expertise. So yes, I can do something as expertise here. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks. And we have another guest here, Toastmaster Mohit Lodhi. Would you like to introduce your baby to us?
Yeah. So for today, during the Toastmaster table topic master meeting, my wife went out for 10 minutes and he was here with me only.
Oh.
So, say hi to everyone. Hi.
What's his name?
His name is Viraj.
Viraj. Wow. Hi, Viraj. Hope you enjoyed the meeting.
Yeah, he enjoyed a lot.
I hope you
We all
call
enjoyed in having him.
Mohit. I hope you call him Viraj, not Viro or something.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, all right. I think we are nearly there where we have the results with us. Diptendu, would you be able to confirm if we have the winners for the day?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, I have the. Would you like to share, Diptendu?
Sure. Just So, a wonderful meeting coming to a conclusion. We have learned a lot and shared a lot with each other today, heard wonderful table topics, and of course, the excellent session on how to write a book and become an author. So, today we have three sets of votings, one for the best table topic speaker, the best supplementary role player, and of course, the best role player. Many people threw their hat in the ring for table topics today, and the best table topic speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Shweta. Let's have a round of applause for Toastmaster Shweta. And we had two supplementary role players today, me as the timer and Lavina as the accountant and comedian. And the meeting attendees were kind enough to adjudicate me as the best supplementary role player. So thank you very much. And finally, the best of the lot, the best role player. We had, of course, three role players today. Nidhi as TMOT, Mohit as the TTM, and Ashish as the GE is the table topics master, Toastmaster Mohit Lodhi. Let's have a round of applause for Toastmaster Mohit. I thank you all very much for preparing your role with diligence, with thoroughness, and adding value in today's meeting. And we have already had a round of feedback. So again, congratulations to the winner. Warm thank you to all of you who have spent your valuable time with us this Sunday morning. And I wish you all the very best for the rest of the Sunday and the week coming ahead. Thank you very much. With this, we can now close the meeting. Okay, Shweta is.
I have Tellers family, so I have to speak something for them. I mean, it's always a pleasure and always a learning experience to be here. And today's session was no less for me, as it was about writing a book, so it actually like attracted me towards it. I mean, I was like, I have to, but more than that, I would say I gained a lot by hearing different speakers, whether it was the speech today or whether it was the table topic speakers today. So that's why I was like surprised. Oh, I am the table, because all the other speakers were too good. Their content was good. Everything that they spoke. I have to also say, Mohit sir, the kind of innovation, much to learn from. I hope I can also do the same for a club that I want to make stronger. And I hope I can learn from you all these things, and I can also apply somewhere and make it happen. And I hope I also keep writing and sharing in that 30-day challenge as soon as it is possible, and keep sharing the links with you. But Mohit sir, what you do is with so much of as we say, when we apply effort, then the things doesn't happen. When we let it go, then the things happen. And I think you do that wonderfully well, because you don't only do the effort, but you let go your effort to be applied into a result. So I hope I was able to put it into the right words. But anyways, you understood that is the point. So thanks a lot, Mohit sir, and thank you everyone over here. I got to learn a lot. And yes, Table Topic Master, your session I just loved. Your session, the topics were so well curated and so apt for the season we are going through. So thanks a lot for a wonderful session. And everybody else, it was a learning experience as usual with Storytellers family. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Deeptendu.
So much, Shweta, for your kind words, and I'm glad you enjoyed today's meeting, learned something from it. So did all of us. So with coming ahead, we'll meet again. We'll be having TLI next week, which is Toastmaster Leadership Institute for training of VC members. So please cascade this message in your respective clubs as well, so that we can get those free training points right in our bag and we can start on our DCP journey. So wish you all the very best. All right then. Bye.
Thanks everyone for jolly good meeting today. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.